All right, homies and homies, before we start the video, so I'm sure what I'm looking like real quick, Let you know I'm still already out here. I'm still repping the lifestyle. 10 years later, 20 years later, gray hair, no hair. Already, this shit don't fucking stop. Today's topic is, what do you do after cutting? Now let me let you in, guys, on a little secret, guys. I bulked. You see me dirty bulk. You see me lean bulk. You see me do all kinds of bulks. A little secret, guys. One of the reasons why I really enjoy bulking, not just because it gave me good size, but because it gave me a break from the lifestyle. Sometimes the lifestyle you can get burned out from, eating clean and tracking everything you eat, and especially when you got family, a lot of festivals, including weddings, graduations, even celebration of getting a raise at your job. It all revolves around eating. So sometimes you miss out on those things, and bulking gave me a break. Not only was I able to put on some good size, but I was able to eat a lot of junk food that I crave. It is what it is. But so the struggle of trying to stay lean has nothing new. Nothing is new under the sun. I've been through it. It takes a lot of discipline to stay lean year round. It really does. My hat goes off to people who do that, man. It really is. That shows a lot of fucking discipline. I think that's why a lot of people like Fat Jones, because he's relatable. We all do. I like watching cooking channels. I like the smell of dessert like everybody else. I like the smell of cookies in the oven like everybody else. It comes with there's a lot of discipline to stay lean. Hats goes off to those kind of people, bro. So what do you do after you cut? That's a good question. It depends on your goals. If you want to bulk, lean bulking and dirty bulking, that's a good thing to do after you cut. If you just really, like myself, I'm 36 years old, I'm pretty happy with how I look, just want to kind of keep that, bro. I think for sure, after you cut, let's reverse diet first. Because a lot of people don't tell you this or understand, but there's a rebound effect when you've gone a long period of time of restricting calories. Like, you might see a lot of competitors, that's the extreme end of the spectrum, but people who compete, after a week of the show, they gain 20, 30 pounds because they didn't reverse into it. Your metabolism, like a rubber band. When you pull it back, the farther back you pull it, it'll project and pop your wrist. That's just like your metabolism, guys. You gotta babysit it back. So if you've been, let's say, you went from 220 pounds and you get down to 180 and you're chiseled as fuck, right? But right now you're 180 chiseled as fuck, and you're doing 6 days of cardio, an hour a fucking day, and you're only eating 100 grams of carbs. I wouldn't start bulking tomorrow. You'll gain a lot of weight real quick. This is what I would do. Just everybody's different. I'm gonna give you just an example. We can talk about this more in the future if y'all want. So what I would do with this guy, let's go, instead of an hour, let's break it down to 50 minutes. If you're doing 100 grams of carbs or so, let's take it to 150 grams of carbs. And let's see what happens. Chances are, I've coached a lot of people, chances are this guy might still lose weight. He might still lose weight, guys. And a lot of people don't tell you the mental state has a lot of effect on your body, the way it burns calories. He feel like he's finished. He's happier. He's enjoying his workouts more. That extra joy, that extra ray of light in his life might burn more calories. And I've seen it happen many times. So up his carbs a little bit, drop his cardio a bit. He's loving life a little more. He might even lose weight, or at the very least, he'll stay where he's at. And we just keep doing that, man. And sometimes it takes another 10 weeks to get that right, It might take another 10 weeks or so to get him down to no cardio. Or if you're like me, I like doing a little bit of cardio every day. Get him down to maybe 10, 20 minutes a day. And, get to a nice macro range. Me personally, I like high protein when I'm cutting people. You maintain more muscle, higher thermic effect. So let's say that 200 pound, that guy who was 220, he's now 180, right? Chances are I probably had him on 220 or 240 protein. I would try to get him closer to 180 protein. 1 gram per pound of body weight is more than enough. It actually might be definitely more than enough. Studies have shown 1 gram per protein. Sometimes he can go a little lower than that. He can probably get away with 160, but I'm going to stick with the old grandfather laws, 1 gram per pound. And at the end of the day, trial and error. Not everybody's happy, guys. Let's be real. Some niggas are like in hell of a great shape, and they're still watching what other men do. Not everybody's sad. Not everybody works construction. Some people work from home. So this is gonna be trial and error. We gotta really learn to watch our own bodies. You know how they say, watch your own backyard. The grass is greener the grass is greener on the other side. That is very true. Watch your own grass. Watch your own garden. Watch your own self. You know, see what's going on with yourself. You'll be surprised. I've learned just by fasting. Well, I'm gonna get into it in a minute. I'm able to take in more than just 60 grams of fats. I've been doing well over 100 grams of fats a day, and I'm still whole ready as fuck. So, you know, I will talk about that more in the future. I'm still learning. You know, once I feel like I've mastered this shit, then I like to teach. I don't really like knowing. I don't like really expressing and teaching people shit where I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, because you find yourself having to take back a lot of shit you said. I've seen motherfuckers on YouTube go vegan for a week and they're not vegan no more. You know, I've seen a lot of shit like that, bro. And I don't want to. I understand people look up to me, and my words have power in their hearts. And when I teach something new, especially something very hippie, you know, I want to really know what I'm talking about. So we'll talk about that in the future, bro. But after cutting, yeah, just reverse diet, you know. And once you reverse diet, then just really think to yourself, what do you want to do? You know, if you want to get bigger, cool. You know what you got to do. You got to eat more and train harder. If you're bench pressing 150, hopefully by the end of your bulk, you're bench pressing 180 for reps. You know, you got to have measurable proof of your progress. And, you know, once you determine you want to get bigger, go on a bulk or whatever. If you truly like how you look, don't let nobody peer pressure you into putting on more this and more that. Don't let other motherfuckers mold you. If you really like how you look, you know, you're getting enough chicks and all this stuff, you feel like you're confident what you see out yourself in the mirror, all those things, you know, then just stay how you are. Then do things like I'm trying to do. Like that's where I'm at in my life. You know, I'm learning about this fasting, and it's really keeping me lean. I'm only eating like some days 2 meals a day, 2 big meals, but you know, and I'm still looking whole ready as fuck. So, you know, I'm learning a lot about myself. I'm doing full body, right? Because I don't want to be in the gym 6 days a week when I like how I look now. I don't need to be in the gym 6 days a week, 3 hours a day. So I'm learning full body. It's kind of helping me keep my body without having to be in the gym. I can spend that time with my daughter, you know, teach her some things. You know, I got a lot of knowledge for her, you know, spend more time with friends who might need some support, you know, because I'm in a good place in my life right now. So, like I said, guys, I hope this video wasn't too long for you. You know how it is. When I talk, I really give it to you, all right? And I'll catch you guys later. Appreciate all the supporters. You already know you want a good program. High volume split training. I still stand behind that. You know, right now I'm at the point in my life where I'm enjoying the fruits of my labor. You know, I've put in several years of natural training. It's funny, I gotta laugh because some people can't really say that. It is what it is. You feel me? I put in several years of natural training. And, you know, these muscles are here to stay. Now it's time to eat the fruit off the tree. No more root work needed. It's the shoot. We see the shoot. Everything's manifested on the tree. You're just enjoying the fruits. That's where I'm at. I'm enjoying my body. I'm able to make money off this body. I'm getting clients every day. People are downloading my programs every day because of how I look. You know, it's fruits. I'm enjoying it. I don't have to be in the gym slaving anymore. You know, so I'm just finding a way to kind of maintain my body, make myself more available for other people, because other people need me. They need that. They need discipline in their life. They need somebody to say, hey, you shouldn't do that. You know, that's what I'm here for. That's why I became a coach. I said many times, trainer first, bodybuilding second, because I already knew a bodybuilder's time is going to come and go. At some point, nobody cares about you on stage no more. At some point, you might even get hurt. You know, it is what it is. So wisdom never goes out of style. You know, that's why King Solomon asked for wisdom. He didn't ask for more gold and bitches. He had plenty of gold and bitches, but wisdom's very important. So anyway, catch you guys later. Don't forget to like my shit, comment, subscribe. Bam! I'll back at your boy. We need a moment of silence before we fuck up these weights.